I'm here as a third-party intervener and a special appearance.
Whether you were
again, that's on him.
Mr. Lester, I've muted your device, Mr. Lester, because you are being disruptive. I am going to hold you in contempt and sentence you to 93 days in jail. Let me do one thing at a time. Your constant interrupting me is...
I'm just tired, man. I'm tired, Mr.
Stop interrupting me, Mr. Lester.
Damn.
Yeah, and so I'm going to deny the request for a personal recognizance bond.
That's crazy. Because I ain't white.
All right, folks, buckle up because today's courtroom moment is absolutely off the rails. We're diving into a fiery legal showdown featuring Mr. Lester, who proudly introduced himself as a sovereign citizen. Yep, one of those individuals who believes the law doesn't apply to them. Spoiler alert, the court wasn't buying it for a second. Things quickly escalated as Mr. Lester tried to talk circles around the judge. But it didn't take long for the courtroom to turn into a battle of logic versus fantasy. The judge held his ground firmly, delivering one sharp reality check after another, completely unfazed by the nonsense. It honestly felt like a legal roast butt with real consequences. And here's the kicker. Even his own attorney couldn't take it anymore and stepped away from the case entirely. That tells you everything you need to know right there. These sovereign citizen arguments might seem bold on the internet, but in a real courtroom, they fall apart fast. So stick around as we break down every intense moment of this hearing. And don't forget to drop your thoughts below. Are these sovereign defenses gutsy or just plain reckless? Let's get into it.
We are here today for a pretrial hearing in this case, and we are proceeding today by video conference and also in person. We are, or first let me ask the attorneys to place their appearance on the record, beginning with Ms. McClure.
B.B. McClure, on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Michael Dagger-Margosian for Mr. Lester.
All right, and Mr. Dagger-Margosian, where do we stand with Mr. Lester's case today?
Your Honor, at this point, I don't, there's a breakdown of attorney-client relationship. I can't move forward and represent Mr. Lester. I've, without getting into the details, obviously those are privileged, but it's clear that Mr. Lester either needs to move forward pro se, and I can certainly be on standby, or I can conflict this out, but our office is not going to be able to represent Mr. Lester.
Yeah, I would like the ACLU to report. I poured everything to the ACLU. They already have my file and the Civil Rights Commission.
Mr. Lester, I'm sorry, but the microphone at the jail is really bad. There's a bad echo there.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, so I can hear you. The issue is if you could talk not quite so loudly, because it's an echo in the room that causes the problem.
I'm moving the ACLU and the Civil Rights Commission already are on notice. You can move my file to those. I have sent them my complaints. I've also got the failure to appear, what I was picked up for in the first place, was dismissed. And Mr. Bargosian is trying to move forward with a trial, and I'm not feeling that. I want to move for an immediate dismissal because I was harassed for 3 days, and they already have wind of this. They should be asking for the body cams from August 2nd, as well as the 4th. I still haven't went over any evidence. So the Civil Rights Commission has my paperwork, and my affidavits rather, and the ACLU is on standby as well. I just rather for my whole file to go to them and let them represent them. Let them take a look at what's going on. I don't have any transcripts. I haven't talked to Ms. Margosian since then. I had to have the jail email the courts for a court date because I've been sitting here for so long. Like I said, the failure to appear got dismissed. That's what I was picked up for originally.
Okay, so Mr. Lester, you've been charged with possession of methamphetamine and 2 counts of assaulting, resisting, obstructing a police officer.
Okay, now things are starting to click into place. Turns out, this guy isn't just ranting about legal theories for fun. He's actually in court facing a serious methamphetamine charge. At first, I thought we were just dealing with someone spewing bizarre legal jargon. But nope. There's a whole other layer of chaos brewing underneath. And just when you think it couldn't get weirder, he starts demanding a special kind of lawyer, like he's ordering off a secret legal menu. It's honestly like watching someone try to rewrite the rules of the justice system in real time and failing spectacularly. The courtroom's reaction: pure disbelief. So, what do you think so far? Are we dealing with a master manipulator or just someone totally out of touch? Only gets more intense from here, so don't go anywhere. Let's get back into this wild courtroom roller coaster.
You have previously been represented by the Public Defender's Office, and they are requesting to withdraw as your attorney at this point. If that were to happen, another attorney would be assigned to you.
I just said the ACLU. I don't know what part of that nobody understands, but the ACLU is on standby as well as the Civil Rights Commission. I said it again. You can forward that all over there to them, and they'll take the case without no money. You know it like
All right.
I know it.
So, Mr. Lester, that is not an option that I have to send this case over to the ACLU. If you want the ACLU,
I do though, because I do though. So let's get that understood. Now I have that opportunity to do that, and I'm requesting that on record.
okay, you can request that, but the court is not in a position to do that. If you want someone else to represent,
sir. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not simple as you just putting the case together and sending it to them. It's not even you. Mr. Margosian can do it. It's not even your office that needs to do it.
Mr. Lester, please don't interrupt me when I'm talking to you.
Right. Here we go.
All right. Right now, the Public Defender's Office represents you.
No, they don't. He just said he didn't want to represent.
All right, Mr. Lester is off camera. I don't know whether he's still in the room.
I'm standing right here. I can hear everybody. I'm here as a third-party intervener and a special appearance.
All right, Mr. Lester, are you in agreement with Mr. Dagger Margosian's request to withdraw from your case?
That's on him. Like I said before, I wanted to go to the ACLU or the Civil Rights Commission. I'm going to say it again for the court of record. They are on standby. They already know about all of this. I shouldn't have never been picked up in the first place. I was harassed for 3 days. 3 days. And you have the transcripts right there in front of you when the officers admitted that they just wanted me.
Now, here's where it gets even more unbelievable. This guy's claiming he was singled out by officers and harassed for 3 straight days. Seriously? Based on how he's been running his mouth nonstop in court, it feels more like he's been the one dishing out the harassment to everyone around, Jim including the judge. Picture this. You're in a courtroom facing real charges, and instead of taking anything seriously, you start painting yourself as the victim while causing delays, confusion, and headaches for the entire legal team. The audacity is on another level. His performance doesn't exactly scream oppressed, it screams chaotic energy in a suit. These sovereign citizen cases just keep getting more unhinged by the minute. But here's the big question. Do you think he actually believes any of this? Or is he just trying to wear everyone down until they throw up their hands and let him walk? Stick around, because things are only getting messier from here.
Whether you were
again, that's on him.
Mr. Lester, I've muted your device, Mr. Lester, because you are being disruptive and you are not allowing this court process to continue. I'm going to give this one more opportunity. I'm going to unmute your device. I'm going to ask you the question. If you don't answer, or if you continue with this disruptive behavior, I am going to hold you in contempt and sentence you to 93 days in jail.
Very unprofessional.
Mr. Lester, are you in agreement or are you not in agreement with Mr. Dagger Margosian's request to withdraw as your attorney?
Would you please? Yeah, I'm in agreement. Please send that file over to the ACLU, please. I'm in agreement with that. Mr. Margosian, are you in agreement with you send that over to the ACLU, please?
Can I get like a contact information? I mean, I don't just send a file to
okay, yeah, but you know where the ACLU's office is. I can get that to you. Yes, no problem. You can go off screen and I can get that to you. I have it right here in front of you. No problem. No problem.
And if that for whatever reason, I mean, that's outside the norm of what
I'm not. It's as simple as saying my rights have been violated. You know that. We're not going to keep going back and forth. I'm not doing
whatever.
All right.
Mr. Lester, please stop. So Mr. Lester has consented to the to Mr. Dagger Margosian with the drawing as his attorney. If there's some arrangement for Mr. Dagger Margosian to send information to the ACLU, that is, court has no control over whether he is going to do that, and the court has no authority to require him to do that.
And Your Honor,
what the court is required to do under this process is to provide for the appointment of a special public defender. If Mr. Lester can get the ACLU to represent him, then you need to make arrangements to do that. And if there's an appearance filed by the ACLU, then they are welcome to represent him. But as it stands now, he is without attorney, and the court will make the appropriate arrangements to have a special public defender appointed. If the ACLU wants to substitute in place of that person, they are welcome to do so.
Yeah. I also like for a PR bond. I've been sitting here almost 180 days. My bond is ridiculous. My family's not going to be able to pay that.
All right, I will adjourn this case to February 7th.
I'm requesting a bond, please, for the court of record.
Mr. Lester, let me do one thing at a time. You're constantly interrupting me.
I'm just tired, man. I'm tired. Mr.
Stop interrupting me, Mr. Lester.
Damn.
To this point, you've got to wonder, is this guy genuinely unhinged, or is he just playing a role for attention? Because honestly, if he had just cooperated with his attorney and followed the basic steps, he could have been out on probation already. But instead, it feels like he's choosing to make things harder on himself. Is this some bizarre legal tactic we've never heard of? Because it's definitely not working in his favor. The way he's constantly provoking the judge, towing the line for a contempt charge, it's almost like he wants to get locked up longer. And just for the record, contempt of court is no slap on the wrist. That kind of behavior can tack on extra days, even months, to your sentence. So either he has no clue what he's doing, or he thrives on the chaos. Honestly, it's like he's trying to win some kind of courtroom crown for most disruptive defendant. But hang tight, because the moment the judge finally loses patience, it's one for the books. Let's jump right back in.
How did it, man?
Pretrial is adjourned to February 7th at 8:15 a.m. Mr. Lester has made a request for a personal recognizance bond. Court has addressed the issue of bond with Mr. Lester numerous times previously. My decision on bond and reasons for it at this point have not changed.
Supposed to be professional.
Mr. Lester currently has a
Too expensive, sir. Too expensive.
Mr. Lester currently has a $5,000 cash or surety bond in this case, and that is appropriate, in my opinion, to assure his further appearances at this court. And so I'm going to deny the request for a personal recognizance bond.
That's crazy. Because I ain't white. Mr. Margosian,
Mr. Lester. All right, you know what, Mr. Lester, stop.
No.
I've muted your device, Mr. Lester. You have been warned repeatedly by me in this hearing as well as in other hearings. You are in contempt of this court as a result of your behavior here today. It's a sentence of the court that you served 93 days in the Lenawee County Jail. There's no further information that the court needs to find the contempt. It was directed in the presence of the court and after being warned numerous times. So, Mr. Lester, you can let the officer that's with you know that you are done with court for today. I will put the device in the waiting room until you are gone.
Seriously. What did he think was going to happen when he stood there and accused the judge of being racist, with zero evidence to back it up? That kind of baseless claim doesn't just fall flat, actively makes your situation worse. In fact, accusing a judge of bias without proof is one of the quickest ways to derail your own defense at this point. It's clear this guy lives in professional victim mode. It's like he wakes up each day thinking, who can I blame for my own bad choices? The level of denial is just staggering. And yet, what's even more surprising is how composed the judge remained throughout most of this courtroom circus. Sure, there were a few sharp moments, but for the most part, the judge stayed calm and collected, which is honestly impressive. Now, let's talk about that contempt charge. Was it justified? Honestly, it felt overdue. With the way this defendant carried himself, interrupting, accusing, ignoring court protocol, he actually got off light. Some would say he's lucky that all he walked away with was a contempt citation. At this rate, it might be a while before he sees the outside world again. And maybe that's the reality check he needs to finally let go of the whole blame everyone else mentality. Because here's the truth. The system has limits. And once you cross them enough times, accountability hits hard. So what did you think of the judge's reaction? It's too much or totally deserved? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this wild courtroom breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more jaw-dropping legal moments. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next one.